Yeah, my ability to tolerate the bullshit in the news, it gets smaller and smaller with every passing day. I just be like, nope. Mm-mm. But this story, I could not say nope to, because you guys know I'm a dog person. Shout out to the dog people. And that's no diss to non-dog people. I'm very much a dog person. I love dogs. I've always loved dogs. There's a picture of me as a kid, as a toddler, sitting next to our dog, our German Shepherd, Zorro. Zorro was pretty big in this picture. Maybe I should find it. Fuck it, whatever. It's too late. But anyway, so if you've known me, I've always had a dog. I've grown up with dogs. I have a dog now who we're getting ready for her quinceañera next month. And I love dogs, okay? So when I'm hearing about dogs behaving badly, I am quick to look at the dog owners. And I'm sure you guys have heard the story already. It's been in the news all week. Perhaps it's a distraction story. Even if it is a distraction story, let me be distracted, because it tells me a shit ton about this piece of shit motherfucker that I already knew was a piece of shit. And the fact that he can't keep his dog in check tells me he's dead. Just validates that I thought he was a fucking piece of shit. I'm talking about none other than y'all boy, President Joe Biden. And fuck it, let me throw First Lady Jill Biden in there too, because that's her dog too. Now, the Bidens already had to get rid of a dog, a German Shepherd by the name of Major. Why did they have to get rid of Major? Major kept biting people around the White House. More specifically, I believe Major kept biting the police around the White House, right? And I said, oh, Major is a good boy. I said, Major's a good boy. You keep biting them piggies, Major. And they said, no, Major got to go. So they got another dog. They got a dog named Commander. Now, Commander has come to the White House specifically to fuck shit up, okay? Commander is only 2 years old, and yet since October of last year, run it, Commander has bit like 10, 11 people. Hold on. Do y'all know how fucking wild your dog has to be that your dog has bitten more than one person? If your dog gets the ability to bite double digits worth of people, there is absolutely something the matter. And there's definitely something the matter within the jurisdiction in which you reside if local officials are aware that you obviously have a dangerous dog and you have been allowed to keep said dog. I want us to go to this package. Who the fuck is this package from? This is Good Morning America from 2 months ago. 2 months ago. So the recent news surrounding Commander hadn't even bit his 11th person yet. And they did the story about Commander biting 10 fucking people. I'm sorry. I keep saying he bit people. He didn't bite people. He bit the Secret Service. And we know police are not people. Okay. So I'm sorry to actual people. He was biting pigs. So we can't get mad at Commander. Hold on. But let me not get too ahead of myself. Y'all, just crack the fuck up while listening to this package from Good Morning America 2 months ago. Let's take a look.
And now to the White House, and new reports that President Biden's dog Commander has bitten multiple Secret Service agents. Rachel Scott is back from the White House with those details. Good morning again, Rachel.
Hey, Lindsay, good morning to you. Look, the White House is still figuring out how exactly to deal with this one. The president's family dog, Commander, has bitten or attacked Secret Service agents at least 10 times over a span of 4 months. One of those incidents ended with one of those officers having to go to the hospital. This is all according to newly obtained emails by a conservative activist group that have been verified by ABC News. And one of those emails back in October, the Secret Service warned that the German Shepherd was exhibiting extremely aggressive behavior, even charging at a Secret Service officer, saying that the First Lady could not regain control of the dog. The Secret Service, of course, is not in charge of caring for family pets, but they do come across them while protecting the first family. The White House sort of brushing this all off, saying that the White House is a stressful and unique environment for family pets. But if all of this sounds familiar, it is because it is. You may remember the first family's other German Shepherd, Major, also had a history of biting people. Major Biden was eventually sent to go live with family friends. It's unclear at this point if Commander also faces a similar fate, but at the very least, the White House says Commander will definitely be getting a lot more training, guys.
Okay, so that was 2 months ago. And has Commander received any additional training? The answer clearly is no, because this week at the White House, it was reported that Commander has bit his 11th person. His 11th person. I'm sorry, I keep calling them persons. I'm sorry. He bit his 11th pig. He bit another Secret Service officer. And Karine Jean-Pierre, the White House press secretary, was asked about this week. She didn't have good answers. She did not. She did not have good answers. But let us take a look at that clip if we could, please.
There are some new pictures of Commander Biden biting a staffer again. How many times has that dog bitten the Bidens?
I would refer you to the Secret Service and also the First Lady's office.
Okay. It's the 12th known incident of this dog biting a White House staffer. A lot of times when that happens, there's a lawsuit. Isn't the president worried about getting sued?
I would refer you to the Secret Service or the First Lady's office.
My last one.
Yeah, okay, so my bad. 12. Let's just make it a nice even dozen there of folks that Commander Biden has bitten. And, much like his human brother, Hunter Biden, Commander Biden is not going to really face no actual consequences behind his thuggish behavior. You know what I'm saying? We all know Hunter Biden got some sweetheart deal or whatever. I don't even give a fuck what Hunter Biden did. I was talking with one of my buddies about this, and my friend was like, Hunter Biden was a whole cokehead out here. Of course he carried a pistol. Like, let's not be ridiculous. Hunter Biden out here buying cocaine. Why wouldn't he be carrying pistols? Let's stop being silly. So anyway, so as a dog person, I hear these stories. And my ears perk up because it tells me a couple things both about the dog and the owner. Now, I think I have shared this with you guys on different occasions, but certain people out there in the world who shall remain nameless, maybe their names are Bagheera Brown. Bagheera has been thugging it for 15 whole years out here. Thugging it, okay? I can easily recall at least 10 to a dozen dog fights that Bagheera has been in. I have said that if Bagheera were a person, she would be in jail. She would be in jail because she has roughed it off. She has brought the motherfucking ruckus. Whatever rap song analogy you want to bring, Bagheera has brought that shit to a number of dogs across the DMV. And I mean that. DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Bagheera has been out here thugging it strong. But what has worked to Bagheera's advantage is that Bagheera's never been a person. Okay. She might have been one person once at the dog park, but this was because she was already engaged in a dog fight. And somebody else at the dog park decided that they want to stick their hands down in between the dogs, snarling and biting and shit for reasons I don't understand. Okay, I'm like, shit, look, them dogs, Bagheera. I'm not reaching in there to break up no goddamn dog fight, especially with no pit bull. So anyway, she bit that person, but she didn't bite the person because she was like, fuck you person. She bit the person because he stuck their hand down in the middle of a goddamn dog fight. So that was that person's fault. I didn't even fault Bagheera for that because she wasn't trying to bite the person. So that has worked to Bagheera's advantage. But here's the thing. There are very strict dog and owner liability laws in the DC, Maryland area. I'm very familiar with them. Okay. If your dog, and this may vary slightly in DC, but in Maryland, like if your dog if your dog bites a person, like your dog has to be quarantined. Like your dog can't engage with the public meaningfully for a duration of time, until it's determined a number of things about the dog's behavior, vaccination status, all the minor things is the vaccine status. The major thing is how does the dog behave? Is the dog okay to be walking in public, to engage with other dogs or children or whatever? But there is no dog that has an owner that the dog has been allowed to bite 12 fucking people and you still get to keep your dog. Usually after that second bite, or definitely that third, and we're talking about biting people here, right? If your dog has shown a propensity to continuously bite people and biting different people, they take your dog. Like, you don't get to keep your dog. They will come take your dog and they will put your dog down because your dog is clearly dangerous. And I have to say, if a dog has bitten 12 people, I would also assume the dog is dangerous. Now, the excuse given by the White House about the White House campus being a stressful place, and okay, but maybe this German Shepherd or these German Shepherds are not the breed for you. And the Bidens are teaching America several very valuable lessons. First of all, the elites are subject to different rules, regulations, and punishments, and so are their animals. Okay, just like Hunter Biden has likely gotten some special treatment, Commander Biden and Major Biden have also gotten some special treatment despite their criminal behavior. Right? Yes, your dogs can be criminals. Commander and Major are absolutely criminals. They're straight up menaces out here. But the other lesson that the Bidens are teaching America, or anyone that's paying attention, is you have to be very mindful of a dog's breed and a dog's temperament when you are bringing a dog into your home or to anywhere with you. Okay? All dog breeds are not for all people. German Shepherds can be high energy. They are very protective, and they require a lot of discipline, because a lot of these guard dog breeds and some of these bully dog breeds, these dogs are smart animals. They are strong-willed, and if they are not trained and disciplined, and I don't mean beat the dog, absolutely not. Don't ever beat your dog unless you want your dog to bite you. That's a surefire way to get bit by your own damn dog, is to beat your dog. But anyway, if you don't deal with these dogs, though, with a firm hand, you have to show them who's boss. You have to show them who's in charge. You can do that without beating the dog, by the way. These dogs can get in trouble in a variety of ways. That can range from tearing up your house to being a menace out here in the world, like Commander and Major Biden are. And it reflects that Joe Biden probably is as good as a pet parent as he was an actual parent, which may not be so great. Hunter Biden, very much like Commander and Major, grew up in a lovely home, right? Lovely upper crust part of the world, yet with probably very little to any supervision, and was allowed to be out here behaving in any way that they saw fit. So Commander and Major are very much like their brother Hunter, in which they had little discipline, little supervision. And if they got in trouble, well, they just got sent away. They didn't get no real trouble. They didn't have to go to doggy jail. They didn't have to be quarantined for the amount of people that they bit. No, they just got sent away to go live in a nicer place than the fucking White House. But anybody that does, I'm sorry, like, in the same way that I do judge parents by the way their children present in public, right? I judge pet parents the same way, especially dog people. Like, if your dog is a bad dog, and yes, 12 people bitten might constitute a bad dog. But wait a minute. See, there goes my contradiction, though. I can't call the dog a bad dog because he bit the fucking cops. So Commander was a good boy. Commander was a good boy. You know what? Never mind. Maybe Joe and Jill are doing a great job. Maybe what if on the low they were training the dogs to fight the Secret Service? Brilliant. See, now I have to take back all the shit I was talking. So anyway, I was gonna go in on the Bidens about, them letting their dogs bite 12 folks, but they let their dogs bite 12 Secret Service people. So that's the police. So maybe actually the Bidens are in fact not terrible pet parents as I had made I'm sorry, the Bidens. Man, let me extend my apologies to the Bidens, because maybe y'all are doing a great job. You're teaching your dogs to bite the shit out the cops, and the cops can't do anything about it. So maybe actually it's a job well done. See, that I took my fucking commentary in 180-degree opposite direction than where I thought I was going. I thought I was going to bomb on the Bidens because they was terrible, letting their dogs bite folks, but they wasn't letting their dogs bite folks. They was letting their dogs bite the pigs, and the pigs are not folks.